We got Louis Smolka back here on the program and is coming off an impressive second round submission victory this past weekend at UFC Beijing. Louis, what's going on this morning? How are you?
Pretty good, James. How are you?
I'm doing awesome, man. Congratulations on getting the win. How has life been since getting that win? I know you were on Ariel's show yesterday. You're back in business with the UFC. Things must be pretty good.
Yeah, it's great. I'm just receiving a lot of support from like the MMA community. A lot of people, reaching out, telling me like they're proud of me, and like it's just it means a lot. It's like it's been a pretty long road coming back. I had to do a lot of things. I had to grind, and work real hard. Moving my family up to California. Just putting my nose down and trying to rebuild myself, I guess, as a fighter a little bit, rededicate myself, and it's been a lot of work, and it's really nice to kind of have that all come to like fruition.
No, for sure. And I know when we talked before the fight, when you got signed and you had this short notice fight, you said you couldn't even really think about it. You felt like you were going to cry. And clearly after the fight, we saw you very emotional. Has it sunk in now that you're back with the UFC? You've really been able to turn things around like this?
Yeah, it's just so much, just like it's a lot of emotions all at once. Like it's a culmination of so much hard work. Like honestly, not just even like from like the past years, but like my whole life, like I kind of like dedicated my life to this really. Like I don't really have a B plan, I've been working on like myself as a martial artist since I've been like 7. And so to get back into the UFC, to just have everything go the way it did, I was just so happy. I was like, okay, I'm not done. I'm like, I still have like some fights left in me. I can still keep working at this, and you know, um, I was so happy.
Yeah. Now, what was the game plan heading into the fight? Was the plan to always try and get him to the ground and get the submission, or what was the game plan?
Yeah, we wanted to take him down the whole time. We wanted to stand a little bit more, but we saw how he came out. He was like real hyped up. He was screaming. I was kind of suspecting he might try and come out fast because at the weigh-ins he was screaming and stuff. Like he seemed real like hyped up and antsy. So I was like, okay, this dude is gonna try to get some strikes off, And seeing from his highlight reel, he's a pretty dynamic striker. He's got a real unique style in his like in the Sonda background. It's like martial arts kicks, but with like boxing, American kickboxing hands. So it's kind of it's like a unique style, and especially with his build, like it's just it it was a very unique puzzle striking, and I didn't want to make any mistakes there, especially with so much on the line, because I really did feel like I needed this win. Like if I didn't, I was under a lot of pressure. I felt like if I didn't get that win, like that would have been it.
Really? Okay. Yeah. Well,
Like
obviously,
I really did feel like that. Like it was a lot.
okay. Well, that's good. You ended up coming through. How did you feel competing at bantamweight? That was the other thing I was going to ask you because you primarily fought at flyweight in your career.
I felt good. I felt strong, honestly. I ate a lot fight week. I was expecting to go back into the UFC at flyweight, so I was only like 20 pounds away. Like I was prepared for a pretty good cut, and it probably would have been a rough one, but I was gonna suck it up and do it. With flyweight folding the way that it was and stuff, and them like signing me at Bantam, it was kind of like a curveball a little bit because my weight was already so low. So I was just eating a lot. It was really comfortable for me, but I mean, my frame was a little more chubby than I would have liked. I kind of want to put a little bit of muscle on there, so that's pretty much gonna be my goal for the next few months is to put on some size. I'm gonna hit up Corey's. I'm gonna go to Corey Beasley's, and we're gonna grind. We're gonna get like our squats and our deadlifts, and
Yeah, no, definitely putting on some muscle there. I know you didn't take too much damage in the fight, but you fought a lot this year. A big part of the off season, or not off season, but after a fight like this is recovery. What are you taking right now? And by the way, were you able to get the CBD oil across the border? Because that was one thing you
I
were
didn't
talking to me
even
about.
try. I was scared. I didn't even try, honestly.
Right.
Like I
Yeah.
got a whole bunch of stuff from Terphouse. They sent me a whole bunch of CBD oils and stuff, and I was all scared. I was kind of scared because everyone was telling me, "Oh yeah, man, China's like marijuana laws are kind of like it's kind of draconian, you know what I mean? Like you don't want to like, especially in a country like that. I didn't want to go and fuck around. So I was kind of scared, so I left my stuff at home. But Like now that I'm back home, oh my God, I got like a whole bunch of stuff. Like I have the vapes, the tinctures, the bath bombs. I got everything right now. Lotions. And I've been taking it, right before bed and when I wake up in the morning, like twice a day, and I feel pretty good. My swelling on my head's already gone down, and I feel great.
That's awesome. And I know you also got to go check out the Brandon's got like a training center. I saw you and your wife were there yesterday. How was that?
That was good. We were actually at the headquarters. They were telling us that they're gonna be building two new gyms though. I think they're helping take over like two existing programs. I think one is called Apex MMA, and I think the other one is called Impact. I could be wrong, but yeah. Um, and they're gonna like take those over and like rebrand them and call them the House, which I thought was pretty interesting. I was like, oh, that's a pretty good name. And they're gonna like set up like a pretty huge gym. It's supposed to be like 24,000 square feet or something. Yeah, like a huge one. Yeah, and like they're gonna put batting cages in it and MMA stuff. And I was like, what?
That's badass. That sounds
Yeah,
pretty
dude.
cool.
Are batting cages the new thing? Is that like the new
I
cool
don't
thing?
know. I'm up here in Canada, so maybe I'm a little bit sheltered, but I don't know. They might be.
Well, when we were in China, we went to like an arcade, and they actually had batting cages in their arcade. It was pretty sick.
That's cool. Did you play
Yeah.
what games did you play at the arcade? Did you manage to get in any in?
Yeah, they had some bomb stuff. They actually had like an archery range and a bowling alley in there too, and they had this sick virtual reality thing. That was crazy. It's like they had the full mask and like the gun and stuff, and like it was like a zombie game. You're down like a hallway, and all these zombies run at you, and you gotta try to kill them. They come from the sides too. It was insane. Like you'll shoot something, right? You'll kill it, and like it goes down, but it's still coming at you because of the momentum, and you think it's gonna touch you, and you feel your skin crawl. Oh, man, that's crazy.
That's awesome. Yeah, I think arcades are making a bit of a comeback now. Like I know they have them in like movie theaters, but we're seeing like more arcades come back. So, but yeah, in China they got
Dude,
it made. They have it down
dude,
pat.
those things are hammer. They're a good step or two ahead of us in the arcades. We
Yeah,
gotta
no,
we
I
gotta
know.
step our
We
game
got
up.
to we got to step up our game here, pun intended, man, and for sure. When are you looking to return? I know this is such a huge win, and you're just probably going to enjoy the holiday season. But are you looking at early 2019 or maybe in the spring? When are you looking at returning?
Um, I would like to return in March. I talked to Sean, and Sean was like, "Dude, just go home, kiss your beautiful daughter, and just chill out for a couple weeks." So I did that. I got to go home. I gave Lucy a kiss and stuff, and yeah. I'm gonna just try to put on some size, and I don't know, maybe March or something. That'd work for me.
Okay. Did you happen to catch the Chuck Liddell knockout over the weekend? Did you see that or no?
Yeah, that made me. I felt dirty watching that. That was weird. I don't know. I wasn't quite like I'm not. I don't. I didn't really want to watch that, man. That was. I feel. I feel dirty. Like I felt weird watching that. It was strange.
It was, yeah. It didn't look like Chuck of the old, but that's what's going to happen when you're 48 years old, which is pretty crazy. Before I let you go here, we talked about you taking some time off. What are the plans for the holidays? Are you going to go back to Hawaii at all? Are you going to stay in California? What's the plans?
We haven't really ironed it out yet. Right now, we're gonna go watch Alex Perez fight this weekend. He's gonna fight Joe B, so we're gonna watch that. That's like as far as we really planned it. Might go back home. I'm not too sure. Maybe like see all the boys back home and stuff. I got to see them. I got to see all my Hawaii Elite friends in Beijing because Martin Day fought. So like that was cool. You know what I mean? Like I haven't seen them in a little bit. I miss them and stuff. So that was nice.
Yeah, Martin
Um,
got robbed in that fight, man. That was some
Oh,
BS.
that was a rough one, dude. I was watching that. I was like, oh man, but it was China, dude. I was kind of worried, like going in. I was like, dude, if this goes to decision,
Yeah, you
I
never
almost had
know.
him out of there, dude, with the body shots, dude. The guy
I
was
know.
rolling. I was like, oh fuck, Martin. It's all good though. Live and learn. I mean, everyone knows he got robbed, so whatever.
Lewis, congratulations again on the win, man. It was so good to see. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you have any sponsors or shout outs, the floor is yours, man.
Yeah, you guys can find me at Last Samurai UFC, on IG, Twitter, Lewis Smolka on Facebook. I just made my 10K actually on IG, so I'm kind of special now, like somebody. But yeah, and then just thank you to all my sponsors. Terphouse, of course, they've been a huge sponsor. They're huge supporters of MMA. Um, Defend Hoy, they've always had my back. Defense Soap, Virus, Lace and Loop, they've been taking care of me too. They got some good high quality stuff. Check out Lace and Loop. Um, Virus, Skeevy Underwear, Milk and Eggs, they've also helped me out a lot over the past year. And they have like really high quality groceries that get delivered to your front door. So if you're in California, check them out. And yeah, thank you to Iridium Sports. Thank you to Jason and everybody. You know, they took care of me, got me back together. Thank you to Coach Colin for putting me back together also. And just everybody who's kind of helped me out to get me to this point. You know, thank you. Yeah, sorry if I forgot to mention you by name, but you know, it's a lot. You know, just thank
Exactly.
you guys. I'm
We'd
so
be here for a
appreciative.
while. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll be here for a minute. Just thank you, everyone. You know, I'm so appreciative. Thank you.